Hi, I'm Keith.
And I'm Aaron.
And this is Destination Whiskey. Well, Aaron, maybe we should tell everybody out there a little bit about ourselves.
Keith, I think that's an excellent idea.
I live in North Texas, not very far from Aaron right now. I'm not from here. I was born and raised in St. Louis. Went into the military, went into the Air Force for about 5 years. That took me all over the world. Loved traveling the world. Ended up in Oklahoma City for a long time. And then eventually moved down here to North Texas, where I've been for about 9.5 years.
I'm originally from Detroit, born and raised. I moved to North Texas in the early 2000s. So around 2007 is when I made my way here.
And didn't you live in St. Louis for a little while too?
I did, for about 14 years. So 14 years before coming here, I lived in St. Louis.
So one of the things we have in common is we both lived in the St. Louis area for a little while.
I'm gonna keep count, Keith. That's number one.
That's one. Another thing we have in common is bowling.
It's a fun thing.
It is a fun thing, and that is actually how we met. That's an interesting story, isn't it?
It is. Keith, tell that story.
I will.
Tell it right, though.
Where I worked was organizing a fundraising event, and I ran the bowling tournament. I needed a team of bowlers to bowl with me for this tournament. So I'm asking around the office, anybody want to bowl? Mr. Aaron's wife happens to work in the same department I did, and she said, hey, my husband bowls. I said, great. She goes, I'll ask him. I said, see if you can bring some friends too. She hooked us up. Aaron had some friends. We made a team, and Aaron and I have been bowling together pretty much ever since.
It's about 8.5 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
About 8.5 years.
That's right. Yeah. About 8.5 years ago, we met bowling in that fundraising tournament. I think there was a little hiatus after that, and then you ended up bowling in league with us. You were subbing for us.
Yep, subbing, and then I think someone had to have surgery or something like that. They dropped out. You say, hey, man, can you bowl full time? I was like, absolutely, because I'd been looking to get back into bowling. I've been bowling since I was 10 years old, so breaks is usually not a good thing for bowling. So when he asked, I jumped right on that.
It's awesome. So that's two things we have in common.
Number two, dose.
A third thing kind of came out of bowling, and that's the whiskey. But it didn't start that way.
It did not.
How did it start?
When you bowl, you drink beer. That's the rule. It's the rule. So we started that, but beer is kind of filling.
Very filling.
Very filling. So with time, and I'll tell you honestly, Keith started the whiskey trip, and we would get together for cigars that came into. So cigars and whiskey. Now, I wasn't a whiskey guy in the beginning.
No.
So I would do a little mixed drink with, he said, man, you got to try it. You got to try it. So he would find something that he really liked. I would get a glass and a rock and try it. And with the cigar, it's like, man, I like this together.
So our beer evolved into whiskey. I still drink beer occasionally, just not nearly as much as I do whiskey.
It's few and far in between for me.
Right.
Yeah.
That's number 3 and 4, because you mentioned cigars.
I did, 3 and 4.
So whiskey was number 3. We also started smoking cigars with the whiskey because, nothing goes better together than a good whiskey and a good cigar. And that's what this channel is all about. Whiskey, cigars, and a little bit of travel.
And that travel part, Keith started talking and said, I want to do this YouTube page, and I kind of want to center around travel. And so, he said, well, I would really like to go to small towns with distilleries. And I said, that's a great idea. I mean, I like the unique character of small towns.
Me too.
And then our whole thing, Destination Whiskey, the destination is the whiskey, but also the places that we visit while we drink whiskey or looking for
which
whiskey.
happens to have a distillery that makes whiskey.
Absolutely.
It all comes back to the whiskey.
Yeah.
So we're going to look at go into these small towns. Now, initially, we're going to stick around the North Texas, maybe into Oklahoma area, maybe even into northern Louisiana or something like that. But we're going to stick around the area here, make it simple, do a weekend trip. Hopefully, we'll be able to visit the distillery, talk to the master distiller, get a behind-the-scenes tour of the distillery, hopefully, and we'll bring those to you, hopefully every few weeks, every month or so.
Really hoping that you guys like that kind of behind the curtains view of the distillery. Get a feel for how the spirit is made, the different steps. Now, I don't think they're going to be giving away any trade secrets. I wouldn't.
No.
But I think you'll get enough to kind of get a feel for it. And if you're a whiskey drinker, maybe you want to go visit that town, go to that distillery as well. You can give us a plug if you like.
Tell them we sent you.
We saw that on Destination Whiskey.
Had to go check it out.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing we'll do is we'll try all their whiskeys. Maybe even delving into some vodkas and gins if they have them. And we'll let you know what we think. We'll give you an honest opinion about it. But the other thing we're going to do is we're going to go tour the town.
Yes.
We want to show you what the town's about, what the downtown area is primarily, eateries, places to go, things to see.
Yeah, so, just getting a feel for that small town culture, seeing the things that they like to do, the things that they like to eat, and we both like to eat.
Yeah, we can put, so we'll throw food in there too. There's another thing that we have in common.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things we have in common that we're probably not even going to touch on.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you guys stick with us long enough, you will learn all of the things that we like individually, but found that we both like those same things.
And even if the individual likes are separate, there's always a little bit of a crossover.
Yeah.
Like music.
Like music. Yeah.
So we're hoping you enjoy this journey, and we hope that you can learn something, maybe. Maybe we can show you something you didn't already know. Maybe you can suggest some things to us. Maybe you have a whiskey that you like. Maybe you have a town we should go visit that you know of. The whiskeys, we want to try all kinds of whiskeys. We like bourbons. I'm a big fan of Irish whiskeys. I don't mind scotches. We like all kinds of whiskeys. So what we're really looking for, Aaron, is those whiskeys that are really good at a really good price.
That's important to us. Good whiskey at a good price. You won't see us breaking out the $150 bottle of bourbon.
Maybe for a special occasion.
I like that. Special occasions. Maybe that special occasion could be when we plateau, not plateau, when we reach a certain, I don't want to plateau, when we reach a certain level of followers.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll break out a celebration whiskey, and we'll let you know what we think of it. We hear stuff about whiskeys too in other ways, as I'm sure you have. And when we hear something, maybe we'll try that out. We hear something about a particular whiskey being really good or comparable to some expensive whiskey or something like that. We'll give it a go. We'll try it out. We'll let you know what we think.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, Aaron, are we experts at this?
Absolutely not. I don't even know if we want to become experts.
I don't. I just want to enjoy it.
You said it all. We want to enjoy it. We hope that you guys enjoy it as well. Now, if you are an expert, you can give us some tips. We'll take them. Absolutely. We laugh at each other as we try to detect the notes of the distillers that we've already visited.
I can never smell the fruits. They always say there's this fruit or that. I never smell the fruits.
The oak,
the caramel, the vanilla, those I got.
The fruits. I hear them talking stone fruit sometimes. I'm like, first of all, I got to go figure out what a stone fruit is.
Is that an apple that smoked a joint before we picked it?
Ooh.
I digress.
That's another thing.
As we tend to do.
Another commonality. We chase rabbits. Please don't hate on us because we chase the rabbits. Enjoy it. Laugh with us.
So here on Destination Whiskey, we're going to go to towns. We're going to drink the whiskey. We're going to tour the distilleries. I'll call it a review of whiskeys where we try different whiskeys and let you know what we think. In fact, in our next episode, we got 3 whiskeys. We're going to line them up do a taste test on them. These are all relatively inexpensive whiskeys, and we're going to let you know what we think. And then you can make a choice, maybe go out and try those whiskeys too.
Yeah. On those destinations you mentioned, I also want to talk to the people of that town.
Yeah. Especially if they've gone to the distiller as well.
But yeah, that, and just to get a feel for it, we like to talk to people. You may find that out too.
We don't like to talk.
I like to talk to people.
We'd like to talk to people. We're both fairly extroverted, I think.
I'm an introvert with extroverted tendencies.
That's just weird.
And it is hard to believe too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thank you for joining us today.
Please hit that like button
And subscribe so you never miss a future video
of Destination Whiskey.